Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Again, it is still Tuesday. It is the 30th of January 2024. So there's the totes that I've brought down so far. Figure we'll take a walk. Everybody's saying that they can only see the steering wheel in my video. So I said, well, we'll take a walk. We're going to break this down into a couple different videos and kind of give you an update. Now, if you look up through there, everything is pretty decent on this side. On the other side, if you saw in the last video that I did, a little bit on the downward slide needs to be addressed. But here, the turn itself is fine, okay, but you have this corner right here could be filled in more with gravel. That water comes down off the hill, and you can see that's all wet through here. That water comes down off the hill, and it just naturally goes to this area here. And this was the area, if you remember last year when we really got started with everything, this was an absolute nightmare through this section right here last year. So you can see someone, I'm not naming names, came through here with their truck and hit this part and hit that and didn't stay on, because the gravel you can see is right over here to the edge. It's right over here. They didn't stay on this part, they got into there. So that's part of the issue there. So we're going to keep walking. So I wanted to talk about in this video, there is a group of people calling themselves God's Army. They are going to be departing from, I believe it's Virginia, and they're asking for other people to join them for a peaceful protest down at the southern border. They're going to break into 3 different groups to protest the different parts, or different parts down there. Taking our country back is what they're saying. Now, if you guys remember, I just want a real quick reminder, this section here was pretty crappy as well, but it's holding up really, really well through here now. So this is not bad through here. It's when you get off the road and when you're driving, I mean, it's, it happens. And again, you can see the truck tires here, and I'm not sure, whose tires. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but, could be mine, could be Dave's, who knows. But, so there's part of the problems there. But anyway, they are heading out and they're protesting here again. When you're coming around the corner here like that, I mean, this is on the grass. That's what that is. That is the grass. That's not on the road. So the road itself seems to be holding up fairly well, which is good through this area, because we put a lot of stone through this area. Now right here, obviously, we could add a little bit more stone to this area. But like I said, these folks are saying that they're peaceful demonstrators. They want to take our country back, and so they're going to be doing a convoy, heading out. They're going to go down to Florida first, and then they're going to head out to these different spots, and they're asking for ex-law enforcement, veterans, and all kinds of people to join them with, peacefully demonstrating to take the border back. I see it as another recipe for disaster, something that could be turned against people, that they would use it and say, look at these far-right extremists, they're trying to, do this or do that. So, from this point here, this is where the gravel, basically, where we had focused on in here, because this was another area, if you remember from a couple of years ago, this area was a nightmare. We had to end up pulling people out, and it was absolutely crazy. From this point on, this has not been done. A little bit of stone was in here, but not a lot. This needs stone from this point here in the tracks through here. So this is a little sloppy through this area here. So this whole, and we already knew that this whole area needed stone. And you know, that's one of the things that is going to be worked on in time. But just pointing this out as we go. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna take this walk. But anyway, I want to hear your feedback on this situation there, guys. What do you think? Do you think that we have a problem at the southern border? Do you think that things need to be done? Do you think this type of protest is a good thing, or could that accelerate into something much, much worse? Definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. I said, again, this is something that, you know, I did hear from somebody. I just wanted to put this out there. I heard from somebody from Texas, and they were saying that, no, this was not a political stunt that Abbott was doing. He's been trying to do it for 3 years the legal way and has not received any help from the government. And so it's basically enough is enough, and that's why they're doing what they're doing now, and it's not a politicalized stunt. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that. All right, so this area right through here, which I already knew this area needed stone. So, I mean, we're going to need to hit this whole area. So when we hit this, we're basically going to come up from over here, and I'll show you that in a second, and cut around this corner, and basically with a full loaded truck, hit this whole turn, coming up through here as far as we can. So we're looking at a whole load through this area. Now, what is happening here, all right? And I'm going to show you this. The water is coming out of the pipe over here, but the water has been so high that it's overflowing and coming across the road, okay? So what needs to be done over here, we got to dig this whole thing out. We'll have Paul and Barbara bring their tractor. We're going to dig this out, make this wider, so that when we're having this issue, the water would probably stay better there, and then we can get that opened up and clear that out, so we're not having the water. We don't want the water to run over the road, you know, because over time that will wash that out. And I had stones here, as you can see, lined up here to try to stop that, and it's just going right around that whole thing. But it's not like the pipe is not working, because the pipe is working, but it's just, everything needs to be cleaned up. So that's one of the areas. And like I said, this whole turn section needs to have, you know, stone brought in here to this area. And we're going to go right up to here, and I'm going to turn around, and you can see in here is part of the problem. Now, up to this point up here, and we're going to go basically right from this spot here, okay? So from this spot back through there, you can see that's really good. From here, so the truck's basically got to start here, start hitting this whole area, come around, go as far up the hill as he can, really going heavy in the turn. So we're definitely going to have that happen this year. So anyway, guys, I am going to stop this video here, and we're going to continue on and start the next video. But I do want to hear your feedback on the situation with Texas, what you think. You know, with these protesters heading down there and doing all that. So anyway, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we will be in much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.